Oh, later. Okay. It was
This
after
was only 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can figure out, guess what I'm now. I'm not going to say it
Let's
because
play guess the age. No, I'm just kidding.
probably embarrass myself. But and by the way, everybody, when I'm talking, sometimes I lose my train of thought because I did have a brain injury, and I'll talk about that because sometimes my thoughts just jumble. So my dad, I said, so this is how it happened. I put on my jeans. I got my black T-shirt because that's kind of my look. I get to the Starbucks, right? And I'm totally nervous. I'm melting in an emotional puddle in my gut. He's not there. I walk up to the door. I open the door, and it's like, whoosh, you smell of coffee in your face, and you hear.
Well, it was November, so it's probably pumpkin spice, right? I'm just kidding.
Probably, yeah. And then you hear that milk frothing, and then the barista looks and says, "Hey, well, how you doing?" So good. I'm going, like, don't talk to me. I just gotta. And I remember looking at the Starbucks, and there was the counter where they're making coffee. I said, I think I'll take that table over there. And because if I sat at that table, I can sit on that side and I can see the door. Like, I was a mess. And I'm not even sure why I was there at that moment. So I sit down, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, the door opens, and it's Dad. And he's this, man, he used to be taller in my mind, but he was this shorter guy. He had a goatee beard. He always had jet black hair. His complexion, being a Fijian, was darker than mine, but not really dark, still fair. And he looked old and like kind of frail. And I think he was in his 80s or something. So he comes over and he sits down across from me at the table, and he goes, I don't say anything. He leans over and he looks at me in the eye and says, "Son, how are you?" He says, I love you. He says, I release you. I'm so sorry. And he pours his heart out.
Yeah.
And I was sort of like, I didn't have no idea what I'm going to say to him. I had never seen that side of him. But it's like God put us together in this moment for him to be able to say that. And then the rest of the half hour, I just sat and listened to him. And I want to share this as part of the story with your audience.